then there was a change of government, and maybe, I don't know what happened, maybe there was different imperatives that that new government had. And so the Caribbean Press was discontinued, as was the Guyana Prize.
Yeah.
But the Guyana Prize has now been resurrected. I'm really happy to say that the Minister of Culture has been really imaginative in not just resurrecting the Guyana Prize, but giving it to different categories, not just fiction, drama, and poetry, but non-fiction, and 2 special prizes for children, young people.
Yeah.
For young people.
Yes.
And then he's enlarged the Guyana Prize. The Guyana Prize, in the old days, was just the Guyana Prize, and then you go home, right? Now there's a 3-day festival of Guyanese literature, where some very senior scholars have come over to give lectures here.
Yeah.
Professor Alison Donnell, my former PhD student, who's now head of English at Bristol University, and so on. Stefanos Stefanidis, a major scholar and poet from Cyprus. So that is so imaginative and so invigorating.
It is.
And then the last thing, and a lot of people turn up now.
It's better organized.
Much better.
Much
and
better.
also more people are interested. And they come along.
The interest was there, but
Well, look,
yeah.
lots of school children came. When I say lots, I mean lots, right? And then what the minister did was to, that whenever a Guyana Prize was given to a play, that was it. It was just left. Now he pays for the play to be put on.
That's right.
And he lets the drama company to keep the money. So these are ways of encouraging literature, and I hope that we will continue that way.
Yeah. So this year, we touched on the Guyana Prize. Right, it is much better organized. Right. We had scholars, writers giving master classes. We had great attendance. Right, all the days. I was there fortunately for just the Sunday, and it was awesome. Right. I came away really pleased how things happened. And as always, I've got my friends will bring me books. I collected a lot of books. In fact, I asked beforehand, Alison, Petamber, what you want? Bop, you know what I mean? So I got books. I got her book also on lesser-known writers, and because we discussed these, and for my little pocket book also, which I went up to her afterwards and said, Alison, thank you for the shout out. She said, no, Petamber, thank you. I mean, how was that, eh?
It's called graciousness. It's being gracious.
Yeah.
We have it in Guyana. Many gracious people I've met.
Yeah.
People who are mannerly, people who are generous, people who connect up to ideas. We must never forget that we have that in Guyana plentifully.
And you don't like me naming you, but you are very, very helpful, sir. David, you are very helpful. You are very helpful to my program, myself, my family, and we're very thankful. We appreciate your help.
Man, you give me some nice dal puri and curry when I come to your house.
I'm seeing words like couture, daru.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that
cricketer.
Yeah, that was necessary to do in terms of local recognition of terms that they would have used, at least in the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plimpla and coker
yes.
and so on and so forth. Rookatux, Ricketix.
Ricketix.
Briga. Those were words that my mother and us, we used to use in Maikoni all the time. Yeah. One of the problems I notice is there's a kind of Americanization of the Guyanese lingua. But those words are hardly used anymore, even in the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
That's dismaying in a way, because it's so identifiably Guyanese. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. I hope we don't lose them, because they are still writers. They are writers, especially the workshop, the Guyana Prize workshop.
Oh,
that use the Creole effectively,
yes.
very effectively.
Mhm.
And when they perform the work, it's a different dimension than just reading it.
It sure is. It's entertaining, and that's one of the wonderful things about the Guyana Prize this year is that I was able to attend, all of those workshops, and I think the Guyana Prize. I must say this because I was so impressed by it
This year's
this year, yeah, because
organizing and
the organization, the depth of the workshops, because there are some people there that I admire that I wanted to meet all my life, like Kai Miller or Vladimir Lucien or Celeste Mohammed, and Onya Kempadu,
oh yeah, yeah,
who
yeah,
I really, really wanted to meet
Polished.
and got a chance to meet and to talk to and so on. And I think the workshops were fantastic. I attended all of them because, as a writer, you can learn
You can
too.
always learn.
Yeah, especially the workshop on playwriting. I really, really enjoy that, especially how to use dialogue because I thought, that can go for my next novel. I can use that in my next novel, even if I never write a
Yeah,
play.
how to build, yeah,
Yeah.
dialogue.
Travis Weeks taught that workshop
Mhm.
there at Castellani House.
Yeah.
So I really, this year for me this was the best Guyana Prize I ever had because of the outside of the ceremony and stuff like that. It's the workshops, and I was glad to see so many students were there. It was really wonderful this year to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Let's
I had to say that about that.
Let's go to your first prize winning award ceremony for Lamplight Teller. What was that like? Your first time winning the Guyana Prize.
It was very exciting.
It's a long time ago.
It's 2004.
Yeah.
It was exciting, and I met Victor Ramaraj here. I don't know. Well, Dr. Ramaraj was one of the judges. I think the chief judge at that time. He was such a lovely man, and he was doing actually some of the things that the Guyana Prize is doing now with the workshops. I saw him doing it all day with people who come to visit him. The writers would come and see him, and he would actually go through individually with them their manuscript as to why they did not succeed or whatever the case might be, which is a remarkable thing to do.
Which is a
Yeah.
thing you should suggest, perhaps, or we should suggest to the prize, because many a times I deal with the writers.
Yes.
Many times some people will say, man, I think, until now I hear this, I think I had a better book. I had a better book than the one that won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there is a need for follow-up. You
Yeah.
sit with the writer. I mean, the workshop is good, but then with individuals, perhaps, who are interested, and if you're writing, you would be interested,
Right.
right, to see how it
Yeah.
goes.
I think the prize will improve. I was invited to the Bookers this year in Trinidad.
Yeah.
And I was able to teach a couple of classes there. But that's where this prize is heading, and that's really, really done very well. And that's why it's impressive here in Guyana this year. And I think, things will be added on to it, I was intrigued by this idea of the young adult category,
Mhm.
which is I mean, they offered a special prize to Ixoramara, Sour House, by the author of that book, which was so important, but it made clear that is a category that needs to be added, And there was talk, of course, about the Caribbean prize,
Yeah.
which was discontinued somewhere along the
Yeah.
way. But I think this effort this year is signs that it's getting better. I like the way everything else is incorporated, including the poetry slam, including the Martin Carter lecture, the Hedgar Mittelhalzer lecture,
Yeah.
both of which I went to and had some opportunities to ask questions and so on and so forth. So I think the depth has added to it. It's really, really, really important. And I think continuing on that level will be wonderful. It'll be a great prize.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole
I-
incorporation of everything
Yeah,
together.
I'm optimistic too.
Yeah.
When I look at this year's winner, pages from a notebook, slices of life along the road to writing. And I pick up this other one, and I said, you know what? the notebook seems to have been part of this down Boulevard or Independence Boulevard. Like you were keeping notes for this, but this came after that. Talk about these two. Both are winners. This was the first place winner in fiction, and now first place winner in non-fiction.
And you're right. The Down Independence Boulevard, the short stories, of course, are a collection of fictionalized true events from my journals. I created a fictionalized set of short stories. But I've always had the journals in mind. And they're based on true events, most of them.
This book, you know, I mean, there's some humorous terms inside. And I like to catch you reading some of those twists and turns here as you go along your journey.
Any particular one?
No, you choose one that give us the best idea of writing or your notebook, so we can get into, perhaps you can get into this and your other books later.
Okay. I can read some excerpts. Maybe it might might be the best thing to do. I read A Lover's Tryst at the reading, so I'm not going to go into that one. But that's also based on true stories. It's 1991. It's probably my first trip back to Guyana. True story. There is.
I think there's a similar story here.
Yes, you're right. The
Yes.
fictionalized version.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're right. Absolutely. The Taxi Driver is based on my cousin, who was my driver during that period in 1991. And Zipperhead and Harpy is based on an actual encounter in the at Pearson Airport in Toronto. There is an event in the Bahamas, 1990. There are times, there's one Making Up Time.
I like the one there. There's one that the soldier or the ex-soldier that he keeps joining the queue.
Yes.
He keeps
That's set in England. Yes.
Yeah. But you choose something. Yeah, and go right ahead.
There's A Man Called Kentish, which is set in Jamaica in 1997. And there's a lot of satire, meant to be satire in these stories.
Yeah, because you ask a lot of questions like, what? Creative non-fiction in the field, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's A Stranger in My House, which is true life story based on my mom, who immigrated to Canada also. So how about if I choose, let's see, there's a conversation.
The conversation is lengthy, but go
Okay.
on. The
Well, let me choose a
or
short
even
one then.
the Lover's Twist will be fine. It doesn't matter.
All right.
I know writers will do the pieces, that particular piece over and over wherever they go because it comes easy to them.
Okay. Let me read some from A Lover's Tryst then,
Yeah.
and I'll probably skip and go to the end. And this is set in Georgetown, 1991.